Okay. Okay. All right. So these two graphs will have lah. Okay. All right. So like next thing okay, Natasha, Henry, Zoe, understand? Okay, so you can see your x-intercept is basically on the x-axis. See that? Okay. All right. So like guys, the next one example 3 okay, what about if you guys have a graph like this? Okay, you have a square inside one. Okay, so let's see when you guys have a square inside, you will be a little bit different. Okay, so or maybe here you all can label down here first. When you have a square here, okay, when you have a square here means what? Means the graph, okay, will has a turning point here. Like for example, okay, the graph will has a turning point here. Okay. So, okay, so for this guys, when you want to go and sketch out this graph, how you will sketch it like? So here, same thing, first step. Okay, what's the shape of the graph do you have? I have a positive. Okay. Secondly, you find your x-intercept, you let your y equal to 0. So you have a x minus 1 square multiply x minus 4 equal to 0. So when you try to solve it, you will get the x equals to 1 and the x equals to 4 only. So you will only have 2 x-intercept. Okay, so because this one you have a square so you have a 4 so okay, x equals to 1, you write 1 time, then can already lah. You need to go and double it lah. Okay, so this thing you have and then what about the third step? The third step, same thing you go and let your okay, x equals to 0, right? Your y equals to what? Y equals to the, so at here, right, you have 0 minus 1 square, and then you multiply what? You multiply 0 minus 4. So you have an answer equals to negative 1 square multiply negative 4. So at here, right, you have a y equals to negative 4 only. Okay, you have a y equals to negative 4 only. So this graph you have. I mean, this is the value you have first. Okay, so now if you all try to sketch out the curve here, right? Okay, so like you come to your y-intercept, come to your x-intercept, so you have a 1 and 4. Okay, I just label down first 1 and 4 here. Okay, so you have a you have a y-intercept is a negative 4. Okay, negative 4 here. Okay, so like okay, you guys can label down first, and later I will teach you guys. Okay, so guys, like in the previous example, the previous two examples that we learned how to draw, right, is when you can see that all the questions here you have 3 x-intercept one, but this one you have 2 only. How you draw it? Okay, so you have a positive one, I know, so you have a go out one, but you see when I go out from here, I pass through my y-intercept, I pass through my x-intercept. You can see at this part you cannot come down and go up again, right? Okay, you cannot just come down and go out again. Why? Because when you pass through y-intercept already, you go to x-intercept. When you come down one time, okay, you see, you are passing through your x-intercept for another time here. But in your calculation, we don't have. Okay, so here is the thing. There's a reason why I would say that the graph will has a turning point here. What do I mean? So when you guys have a square here, at the x minus 1 square, right? So the x minus 1 square, when you find the x-intercept, you get the x equals to 1, right? So you all will have a turning point at here. What do I mean turning point? You can see when your graph go up, okay, I use the color. So when your graph go up, you reach a 1 already, right? What happened? Okay, so when you go up, you go up, you reach the 1, and then you are going to U-turn, and then you go up again, and you can passing through your 4 now. So actually you can see for this graph, right? Okay, for this graph, right, you will only have 2 x-intercept. So this is the graph pattern you have. Okay, so this is the thing I want you all to take notes here. All right, where when you guys have a square, right, means that you guys will have a graph, you have a turning point at the x-intercept there. Okay, this thing. Okay, yeah. Okay then. Okay, so this thing I want to remind you guys. So a lot of students forget about this thing. Okay, so this thing. Okay. Okay, so I show you guys one more example here first before you go to exercise. So you can see, so for this one, right, what's the shape you have? So for the first part, this one we have a negative shape. Okay, so because negative, you have a positive here, man. Okay, so you get negative here. All right, and then right, if you want to go and find your SSF, you let your y equals 0, right? So negative 2 multiply x minus 6 multiply x plus 5 square equals 0. So at here, guys, same thing one. Negative 2, you can just the whole thing you throw to right hand side first, and you can say that you have x minus 6 multiply x plus 5 square equal to 0. So what you have now? You have x equals to 6, and you have x equals to negative 5. Okay, and the third thing, you want to go and find your y-intercept, right? You let your x equal to 0. So your y equals to negative 2 multiply 0 minus 6, 0 plus a 5 square. So you can just do the calculation. Negative 2 times negative 6 times a 5 square lah. So at here, okay, so if you guys try to do the calculation, wow, it's quite a big number. So I believe that you guys will be getting 2 times 6 times 25, get an answer equals to 300. Wow. Okay, but it's correct lah. Okay, so this is a step you guys will remember here one. Okay. Okay, so it's okay, I don't care about the value, doesn't matter. Okay, so now guys, you all can try to sketch out the graph already. So you can see where's the square now. Your square is located at the negative 5. So which means you know that at the negative 5 here, you guys will have a turning point come out. Okay, so here you can see, right? Okay, so you have a negative 5 and the 6 here, and then you have a positive 300. So you have a negative cubic graph, which means you have a downward one. Okay, you have downward one. So the graph you have, right? You come down first, you go to negative 5, you U-turn, go up, pass through 300, and then you need to return back to the 6 here, and then you go through here. So this is a graph pattern that you will have lah. Okay, this is a graph pattern that you have lah. That's it. Understand? Okay, so this is how you guys sketch out the cubic graph. So I can say these are all the cubic graph that you will see the exam only lah. Okay, nothing much.